Hi there, thanks for joining me. Back on the 1 Series again. Got the exhaust to sort out today. Now, this is the flexible piece of pipe that goes from the DPF filter down to the first pipe down to the centre of the car and out the back. This is split on the vehicle. Now, it's all one piece. The DPF and this is all welded together. So we've got to grind off the original one, and this is kind of a replacement piece that you clamp in and save yourself having to buy a new DPF filter. So it's a really, really good bit of kit. I'll put links in the description for this. This is from every exhaust part. It's like I say, I'll pop links in. You can get hold of them. They're about 70 quid. It's going to save us a couple of grand though, because those DPFs are really expensive. Got to get it up in the air, get the under tray off, and then we can get chopping the old bit out. I'll show you it's smoking. If you listen on startup, you'll just hear it slightly more noisy than normal. But not a lot. I can just hear it. You see the smoke coming out there, look underneath. From that flexible, yeah, look at that, you can see that now clearly. And you can just hear it on startup, it just sounds a little bit ropey. Just a little bit deep. These are really unusual in the fact that the exhaust right close to the front of the vehicle, when it's got a hole in it, you'd think it'd be blowing and really, really loud. It's not. It's just a subtle drony sound. So yeah, it's not an easy one to pick up, but when you can see the smoke and the fumes coming out when you start it from cold. Let's get it in the air, get this changed over. Right, so it's up in the air. I've got some axle stands just as supports. Let's get the under tray off. Right, let's see where the culprit is. Let's go and have a look underneath. Oh, and there it is. This is the bit that's blowing round here. As you can see, that's got no guts left in it at all. It's all gone. Really loose and wobbly. So we're going to have to, we need this clamp, so we've got to try and save that, heat that up, get the nut undone. So we need to try and save that one, and the one on the other side you can't see under here, we're going to have to cut that off. First thing we've got to do is relieve it of the under tray. So we've got these 8mm bolts all the way around. Let's whiz those out. Look, you can really see now we've got that cover off. Look at that there. Completely split, look at the top. Okay, I've got some JLM multi-spray. Let's give this a bit of a dousing. We'll get a bit on there, a bit on that bit there as well. Right, we'll get some heat on it. Oh, here it comes. It started moving, that's a good sign. We'll just keep getting a bit more lube and working at it. We just want to go really slowly with this. I don't want to go too fast. I don't want to risk breaking it off because that clamp is welded to the exhaust. So I just, like I say, slowly as we go, keep putting a bit of heat on it. Undo it a bit, put a bit of lube on, and eventually we're almost there. That's a bit of heat. Okay, that looks good. That looks really good. That's nice and loose now. I think it's time to cut this off now. Let's get rid of this mesh. Straight in there with the M18 angle grinder. This has got a thin metal cutting blade in it. Makes light work of that stainless steel mesh. This end I can't go all the way around because I've not got enough space, but I can just cut into it a bit, and then I'm going to get the hacksaw on it and then cut the rest of it with that. It is a bit tight to get this all the way around. Unfortunately, I've had to take the guard off the angle grinder because you just can't get in there with the guard on it. So there's a lot of spray. Make sure you've got your goggles on. Yeah, looks about right. Let's get the hacksaw on it. I can get through that top edge now with this. There it goes. Thick old bit of pipe though, this one. Just bend that round. It's got a little bit to cut off there. It's just tagging on. I should be able to just snap this bit off now. Yeah, it's hanging on by a thread. There we go. Twist and pull. We need to try and get this stub out of here now. So it means heating all this up and then grabbing hold of it and trying to extract this stub. I'm running the map gas in this cylinder, so it's just a bit hotter. Let's try and grab it with these water pump pliers. I've got two pairs, one on one bit and one on the other, and then we'll try and twist it and hopefully we'll be able to get it out. I'm expecting this to be really tight, and it is really tight. Oh, is it going to go? I should have had my spinach. Oh, it's moved. Yeah, come on. Here it comes. Oh, it's cooling down. It's cooling down. Oh, let's get a bit more heat on it. It's definitely coming though. It's tight. It's really tight. I don't know, there's a lot of huffing and puffing going on. Computer. Let's heat it again. I think I'm just going to give this a little bit of multi-lube down there again, just give it a bit of a squirt. Now that's hot, it should just pull it back into the joint and hopefully make it easy to turn and get it out. The capillary action should just help us a little bit. Come on. So close. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha, you little toy rag. Alright, and this is the moment of truth. This is the new bit. It's a perfect fit for that size. For that, that's going to go in there. Yeah, look, lovely. And then that one So once that's in there, let's just shove that in again. And then that's going to come round and sit on that. We've got to get rid of this lip though. So we've got to cut this lip off so that that slips over that. This is the hardest bit, is getting rid of that lip. Let's start to grind it down. So we've got to try and, like I say, cut this away all the way around this lip. Just try and, well, let's see what we can do. So literally working his way all the way around it with the cutting disc, just cutting away that lip. We need to get rid of the lip and the weld, so we're down to the original piece of pipe that's there. This is a tedious task. It does take a while, so I'll miss a bit, but you can see get the gist of it. And this disc will go all the way around there. There's enough room to move the angle grinder around and cut it off. Just doing a little bit at a time. It is time consuming. You can only get so much off with the cutting disc, and then we've got to get the grinding disc in there to actually grind the weld away. You can see, look, we're working his way around, it's doing it nice. And because it's not got the guard on it, you can get in there. You can see now I've ground that lip off. We've just got to make, we'll get the grinding disc on the angle grinder now and just make this nice and smooth all the way around, get it back to the weld. But yeah, it's not looking too bad. You can see inside there the DPF is lovely and clean. It's beautiful. We've just got to be mindful we don't take too much off. But if we offer that up to it, you'll see when you're about right. At the minute, you see we're quite a bit off. We need to almost grind that weld, the weld that's on here, we need to grind that almost all the way off. It's going to take a bit of doing, but we're up for it, ain't we? Could do with a pillow, my neck's aching. I thought I'd try the M12 die grinder with a wheel on it, and nah, this was an absolute fail. You'll watch this in a minute. Yeah, my language weren't the best after this one. I've just had to mute it slightly. But yeah, look, that's absolutely shredded, and it's a load of rubbish. So back to a bit more of this, and we can finish it off with this. I mean, it's not a problem. I just thought the little die grinder might work well on it, but you live and learn. So I've got that ground down now, got that weld off all the way around, and we're left with this nice stub, and the new pipe should now fit on there. There we go, we've got us a new bit of pipe. Yeah, and that's going on there, lovely. Okay, so we've got some paste to put on. We've got a bit of paste inside the clamp, and obviously we need to get it into this end as well, and make sure we get it pointing the right direction, because it is, yeah, got a kink in it. Well, that looks like it's going to go in there really nicely. Let's put some paste on it and get it straight in. We get the exhaust paste with the pipe. It's really nice stuff, this is, goes on well. We ain't got to put loads on there, just enough. I'll just put a fingerful and we can just work that round the edge of that pipe, and when I push that in, that'll just slide in there nicely and seal it up. And same with this, I'm going to get plenty around this bit, and then when we get the I'll put some on the inside as well. Alright, okay, let's get that shoved in now. Paste away, we can now push that all the way into that tube. Just work it in right up there, look, right to the end. and then lift the whole thing up and slide it onto the back of that DPF filter, and that's a real nice snug fit. Make sure everything's up tight.
Make sure that's right up to the end there, which it is. That's beautiful. Look at that for repair. And we'll get the clamp on. Yeah, that's that one in. Just need to make sure the exhaust pipe is level at the back before we do that second one up. Yeah, it's always worth checking that exhaust pipe at the back, because once you put it all on, if you don't, and it's on the conch at the back, it'll look stupid. So that's dead square now at the back. Let's just have another check. That's gone all the way on now. There we go. Wow, now that's on. It looks beautiful. It's such a good repair. So there we go. Exhaust is all fixed. Looking absolutely lovely. I'll get that under tray back on again. But yeah, that saved yourselves having to buy a new DPF filter and a new exhaust. Yeah, it's a really good repair. Absolute bargain. I'll pop links in the description for it. Drop me some comments. Always love your comments. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. And we've got fumes coming out the back again, like we should have.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. 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 Today's gonna be a good day.